want to start a debate in the vegan community, bring up the subject of carrot hot dogs. Some people in the vegan community really enjoy carrot hot dogs. I happen to be one of them. And others absolutely despise them. If you discuss the topic of carrot hot dogs among the general population, well, then you have a full-blown drama situation on hand. First, let's talk about the general population's aversion to things like carrot hot dogs. I think that goes to the notion that for some reason many feel uncomfortable that you're taking a particular meat product and recreating it as a plant-based option. For people who have celiac disease like myself and who follow a plant-based diet, finding a vegan commercially sold hot dog brand is difficult. Most contain vital wheat gluten or other gluten-containing ingredients. I'm not really sure why many people feel uncomfortable with veganized versions of meats. Maybe it gives them a sense of guilt about what they're eating, or maybe it's the perception that all vegans are trying to proselytize and turn everybody into plant-eating creatures. And I certainly would like to do so, but this is my personal choice. I'm not trying to force anyone to do anything. I just am personally not a big fan of processed meats, that meaning meat, like hot dogs and lunch meats. I know what goes in them. I know that they're really not good for your health. And so that takes away the joy in eating it for me. So when you get to something like a carrot hot dog, it's completely guilt-free. I know what I'm eating. It's a carrot. But you know what? You can prepare it to trick your mind to think that you have the texture and the taste of a hot dog. Believe it or not, carrot hot dogs, if made correctly, can have the texture of a hot dog as well as the flavor. In this video, I'm going to do the same with the bun. Everybody knows about black bean burgers, so I'm making one and I'll show you how to make it, but I wanted to get to the nitty-gritty of the controversy about vegan carrot hot dogs. Also, since I really am trying to improve my health and remove certain refined products from my diet as best I can, that doesn't mean I don't indulge occasionally. In this video and in my thumbnail for this video, you're going to see a strange looking bun. And that is a bun made from quinoa and red lentils. I made a video about this and I'll link that in the description below. Also, I'll link that at the end of this video so you can see how I made those. Oh, it was raining outside, so I had to come inside to finish this video to address a few final points. Particularly, let's talk about the debate among vegans about the carrot hot dogs. I understand that many of you love the commercial store-bought vegan hot dog options, and that's awesome for you. Like I said, I can't enjoy them because I have to be gluten-free. But I do want to address, personally for me, the same aversion that I have to processed meats like lunch meat and hot dogs and so forth and ground meat is what I have for the vegan meat substitutes. I don't know why, just the texture and the thought of what goes into it somewhat turns me off. But I do want to say I am so thankful that they exist and that people can enjoy them, and it's certainly moving people away from so much meat consumption, so that's a good thing. But for me personally, I just have somewhat of an aversion, and so I like knowing what I'm eating. I like to know what I'm putting into my food, and when I make things like a black bean burger, I know what's going in there. When I make things like this carrot hot dog, I mean, it's so easy to know what's there. It's a carrot with some spices. And then the bread, for example, that I'm using, is it the prettiest? Can I say this is a Pinterest-worthy photo? Absolutely not. I'm working on the texture of the buns as far as shape. But as far as, the form of the bun is rather what I want to say. I'm working on the form of the bun. The texture from a taste standpoint is really good. It's nice and soft and fluffy. And I know what's in it. It's quinoa, and red lentils with some psyllium husk powder. And basically that's it. So I know what's in there, lots of fiber, lots of protein. And I know I'm giving my body good food when I eat it. So anyway, but I'm not to judge those who love the processed meats. I kind of am a little envious that you have such a big option if you can eat them all as someone who doesn't have celiac disease, but I do. But I'm not going to bemoan that. I'm just going to focus on what I can have, and I'm going to focus on how I can help myself improve my health. So anyway, I'm going to move on to showing you how to make the black bean burgers and the carrot hot dogs. And then I'll follow up with you and give you a view of it and some comments on on the taste and texture. This is a super easy and a quick black bean burger recipe. So you want to start with 1 can of black beans, and you want to rinse them and drain them and then put them in a medium-sized bowl. You also want to make a flax egg binder. So what you want to do is take 1 tablespoon of flax meal, and then you want to place that into a small bowl and add 3 tablespoons of water and stir it together and set it aside and allow it to gel for about 5 minutes. To the black beans, add 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, then 1 teaspoon each of onion powder and garlic powder, as well as 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika, then mash all of these ingredients together with a fork. You want to keep mashing until the beans are fairly well pulverized, but it's okay if you have a few chunky, whole remaining beans. Then you're going to want to mix in your flax egg and 1/4 cup of gluten-free panko crumbs. Just stir everything together well so that the panko and the flax egg are incorporated throughout the black bean burger mixture. Then, using clean hands, take all of the bean mixture and form it into one large ball, and then divide that ball into 4 equal parts because we're making 4 individual hamburgers. Then take each of those 4 sections and roll them into 4 individual balls and place them on a parchment-lined baking tray. Then, using the palms of your hands, flatten down the balls to form burger patties. Then you want to place the burger patties in a preheated 375-degree Fahrenheit oven and bake them for about 20 to 25 minutes, flipping halfway through. After you've finished baking the patties, then just bring them out of the oven and let them sit to the side because we are going to grill them later quickly just to give them a nice char. To make the carrot hot dogs, you want to pick 4 to 6 carrots that have the length and thickness of hot dog. Wash and dry the carrots, and then you want to cut them to the length of the hot dog bun. And you can certainly shape the ends if you like to be like a hot dog. You can just cut off the ends to have the appearance of a rounded hot dog end. Of course, you're also going to want to peel off the exterior of all of the carrots. To make the smoky marinade for the carrots, I use not beef, and it is a beef flavored bouillon that's vegan and gluten-free. I used half a cube and put that in 1 cup of boiling water. When that dissolved, I poured that into the container I was going to use to marinate the hot dogs. I then added 1/2 cup of gluten-free and vegan soy sauce, 4 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, 2 tablespoons of maple syrup, 2 teaspoons of liquid smoke, 1/2 teaspoon of dried ginger, 1 teaspoon each of onion powder and garlic powder.
and a dash of white pepper since I had it on hand. I also added a pinch of black pepper as well, and then I stirred everything together. I brought a pot of water to boil, and then I added all of the carrots, and I boiled them for about 8 to 9 minutes. What you want to do is boil them to soften them slightly, but you still, when you poke them with a fork, you want a firmness, and you do not want it soggy. After they reach a slightly soft but still firm texture, you want to rinse them with cold water to stop the cooking process and then place them in the marinade. I allowed them to soak overnight in the refrigerator for 12 hours, so at a minimum, I recommend that you marinate them for 3 hours. Before serving the hot dogs and hamburgers, I grilled them slightly. I sprayed a bit of olive oil on the hamburgers before placing them on the grill, and I placed them on the grill along with the carrots, and I grilled the carrots for about 3 minutes on each side to get a nice grill mark on each side. And I did the same with the hamburgers. I put them in the grill, and then I put the lid down and allowed them to heat up and get the grill marks. I like simple toppings when it comes to hot dogs. I like ketchup and mustard on my hot dog. On hamburgers, I like ketchup and vegan mayo. I put some vegan cheese on this and a piece of lettuce and also some pickles and a slice of red onion and a nice thick tomato slice. As far as taste as this goes, well, the hamburger tastes like a hamburger. It's a bean burger, a black bean burger. And the hot dog, it has the bite, the resistance and chew of a hot dog, even though it's a carrot, and the liquid smoke and all of the marinade gives the flavor of a hot dog. I'm telling you, if you haven't tried it, you must. And vegans who don't like it, just give it a try again. It's really actually quite good, and again, it's quite good for you.
So let me know if you try to make a carrot hot dog, if it's your first time, if you've never had it, or if you've had it and maybe you're rethinking it, or maybe you just still hate them. But that's okay. Everyone is different, and that's the beauty of diversity, right? So, but let me know in the comments your thoughts on this hot topic of carrot hot dogs. Also, let me know if you try the black bean burger. And also, as I always say on this channel, if there's a favorite food that you like that you want converted to a gluten-free and vegan recipe, let me know in the comments, and I'll see if I can take on that challenge.